through them, we probably win.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Seven, 6, 8. Row 11. Block 25. Turnstile N. Behind the goal. More than good enough. Welcome to another Arsenal vlog. I was going to do my intro outside the stadium, but I met an old school friend on the train on the same carriage. What are the chances of that? Anyway, we're playing Nottingham Forest today. 2 wins, 1 loss so far. The loss to Liverpool was very annoying because we lost to a great free kick. But there's been some promising signs this season so far. Obviously, it's been only a couple games. Hopefully today against Ange is Nottingham Forest, I can win. This is my first game this season. I won the ballot for this. I forgot to apply for the ballot for the Leeds game, and I was off that weekend. I'm very annoyed by that because, like, we won 5-0, and we introduced a new signing, Eze. Like, we introduced him, and like, I wasn't even here. And because I won this ballot, my first ballot I applied for, maybe I could have got the Leeds game. I don't know, but it is what it is. I applied for the West Ham game as well, and I didn't get the ballot. I wasn't successful, so been trying to refresh ticket exchanges, not working out. So, and those are the only games I can go to until November. So that's a bit of a worry. But yeah, it is what it is. But at least I won this. I think in 2022-23, my first game of the season was also against Nottingham Forest, and we won like 5-0 that day. So hopefully it's more the same today. I do expect a tough game though. I don't expect them to be easy. I think they'll be very tough to beat. But hopefully we can get a 2-0 win. That's my prediction, a 2-0 win. I think that's modest, but you never know. We could end up losing. I'm very pessimistic about Arsenal. I always am about my own teams, and that's what they've done to me. I've been a fan since I was 5, so I've seen the past 2 decades of failure. I've seen us drop leads. I've seen us choke so many things. It's just natural for me to feel nervous about a game against anybody. We could be playing a FA Cup 3rd round game against a League 2 team. I'd still be nervous. That's just me. That's what Arsenal have done to me. That's what they've done to me. So I can never be too confident. But my prediction is 2-0, and hopefully that is going to be the case today. So yeah, my first Arsenal vlog of the season. Hopefully not the last. I checked the Champions League fixtures, and I am working on every single day of the group stages at home. Hopefully there's some good cup draws here and there. I tried to see if I can get Port Vale tickets, but it's all like, there's not enough allocation, I don't think, for that game. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm here at this beautiful stadium, and I'm looking forward to seeing the game today. Seeing our new signings play, and hopefully we play well and win the game. That's all I ask for. Play well, win the game. That's what I want. 3 points. That's what we need. First game of the weekend. Hopefully we can set the tone. And yeah. Then if we win today, we can enjoy the rest of the weekend because obviously we've already got our 3 points, so that'd be great. But if I was to tell you I was very confident, I'd be lying to you. But that's just me. That's me against anyone we play. That's just me. So the Arsenal women now play all their home games here as well. They used to play just some of their home games. Now it's every home game. So obviously you got the years for our trophies won across the stadium. Also added in the years of the women's trophy wins. So you got the 2025 Champions League right there. That's class. That's class. Been watching women's teams since I was a kid as well, so it's good to see them get recognition here.
This season, Arsenal are proud to be teaming up with the North London NHS Foundation Trust to launch a new matchday mental health drop-in service at the Arsenal Hub, with a focus on suicide prevention. According to research conducted by Samaritans, there were 5,565 suicides registered in England in 2023, with men being 3 times more likely to die by suicide. And locally, Islington has the 2nd highest rate of diagnosed depression and...
By the way, the away fans are right on my right.
For up to 10 times less hair loss.
Across England, France, China, the Netherlands.
Number 6, Ibrahim Safari. Number 7, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Number 8, Elliot Anderson. 21, Omari Hutchinson. Martin to be replaced by number 22, Ethan Waneri. substitution, number 14, Vinci Lopez. To be replaced by number 41, Declan Rice.
You can tell it rained a bit. That was a good day. Apart from the fact it rained, but it didn't really affect me. I was in row 11, which is just far enough. I think like the first 10 or so rows, you get affected by the rain. It was a sunny day, and it rained for like a bit of like a second half. As soon as full time came up, sun was out again, the rain had stopped. It was perfect. It was perfect timing. I lost my voice a bit. I wasn't even cheering that loud, but I've lost my bloody voice from celebrating those goals. Those are good. Those are some good goals we scored today. They were brilliant. It was great to get a 3-0 win. It wasn't always perfect, but we got the job done. You know, that's all we need to do. We got the job done. My seat, I love being behind the goal. The section I maybe like a bit more is the corner. Either behind the goal or the corner, not the centre. Why? Because most of the atmosphere at the Emirates is at either end of the stadium, the clock end of the North Bank. It's not to say the rest of the stadium is quiet. It's just to say most of the noise comes from either the clock end or the North Bank. So you want to be behind the goal or in the corner or like just by the wing. Middle's better for view to watch the whole game, but I like atmosphere more. So it was great being behind the goal. I wish I was a bit higher though, because row 11, behind the goal, it's not above crossbar, which is like a bit of an issue because when there's attacking going on the other side of the pitch, you got to look through the nets, and above and below the crossbar, and it's a bit annoying sometimes. And it's literally just the goal area at the other end, and that's a bit frustrating. So I feel like if I was like row 20, would have been better. As for the game, before our first goal, it wasn't too great. We attacked plenty. We definitely created a lot more than they did, but there was at least 3 or 4 instances where one of our players would go on the attack and they just cut the ball back. They could have shot, they could have crossed, they could have done something. They do nothing, then they cut back and there's no options left, because by then Forest got players back and there's no space to do anything. Happened with multiple players, and I was just like, this is a bit frustrating, not this sort of thing again. And we had plenty of corners in the first half, but I thought to myself, Rice is on the bench, Saka's injured, so he's not even there. If those two are not taking corners, we don't score as many corners. Their delivery is key for our corners. So I was just like, oh boy. Although to be fair, Madueke had some good deliveries. You know, his corners weren't bad. It's just that, you know, when Saka's not taking them, and when Rice is not taking them, it usually means we're not scoring from them. You know, most of the time anyway. But yeah, our goal came out of nowhere. Like before I started raining again, for flip's sake. Our goal just came out of nowhere because we were playing okay for the most part, but it's the final third where we started to falter. The final third is where it wasn't working for us. Either we'd be on the attack and we just cut back or pass it back, or the shot wasn't good enough, or the final pass wasn't great, or it was just good defending from Forest, or good keeping as well. There was a big Marino chance that was saved by the keeper. It looked like a bad miss at first, and I mean, it probably was, but on the replay that was a great save. So there's a mix of different things. It wasn't working for us. I think Forest managed the game pretty well defensively as well on top of that. Then our goal came, and it came out of nowhere. There was a big scramble, and I think it was off a corner. I can't remember. My memories are vivid from that goal now, but it comes to the edge of the box to Zubimendi. He's got all the space in the world. He hits it on the volley first time, smashes it. It takes a deflection, so his shot was, I think, was going towards the centre of the goal. If it would have gone in, I don't know, but it deflected off the defender, went to the left, and it was a goal. It came out of nowhere, and it was brilliant. It was a great goal either way, but it did take a big deflection, has to be said. But it was brilliant. Then he tried it again. A few minutes later, he tried to volley again, just over the bar. Just didn't have the dip on it. Would have been great if he got that one. It would have blown the non-existent roof off the place. That would have been crazy if he got that. After this game opened up, I think Forest had a good spell before half-time. But it didn't really create enough. They didn't really create a clear-cut chance. But they were on top towards the end of the first half. Second half, we came out, we scored straight away. That was important, because if we didn't score straight away, I think Forest would have, you know, they would have probably got something going. They obviously finished quite high last season, that's to be said. They had a bad end of the season. They didn't finish top 4 in the end, but obviously they're a pretty strong team. But recently, obviously, they've changed management. And Postacoglu's in. It's an interesting time to play them. You know, it's a very interesting time to play them. So I think that goal at the start of the second half really helped us a lot, and it was brilliant. Eze to Gyökeres, absolutely brilliant. That's what you want from your new signings. And I love this because for a while, Bukayo Saka's been carrying our attack. He's been carrying our attack by himself at times. Arsenal fans know this. For the past few years or so, if he doesn't perform going forward, then it's a big problem for us. We've relied on him a lot, and I think he's played a big role in getting us to where we are today. And that's why, like, I'm a little bit frustrated that he's injured, because he deserves to see the fruits of his labour. He deserves to see what's going on here. Gyökeres, Eze, Zubimendi, obviously, he wasn't brought in as he's not a forward, obviously, but going forward, he's brilliant as well. He's great defensively too. We've got a top midfielder in there. Madueke is the main signing that I was doubtful about. I didn't think we should have signed him, but he was very good today. You know, he was brilliant, and it was great international break as well for England. So that was great to see. Good for his confidence. We got some good attacking players now, and Saka's not even there to enjoy it. And it's just like, for flip's sake, hopefully he comes back. I don't know where you even fit him. I guess you put Madueke on the left and Saka on the right. But then where'd you put Odegaard? Because Eze won't play up front, will he? It's a good headache to have. And like, Rice wasn't even on the pitch for most of the game as well. And we still looked great in midfield. I think generally speaking, everybody played well. Everyone played well today, except Calafiori. Now, I'm not gonna like go crazy on like a 3-0 victory, but it's good to point out when players make errors. Calafiori had like a 10-minute period where he made 3 key errors. All of them could have led to a Forest goal. The first one, he was very naive. He went to go attack, ran into traffic, and suddenly there were 2 Forest players coming at us down the wing with no one to cover. Calafiori either. He was very naive there. Should not have lost the ball. And hit the crossbar from that. It was a scramble. I think if we consider that, would have been very lucky because like it wasn't like a clear shot. It was like a bit of a scramble in the box and it ended up hitting the bar somehow. But, you know, they hit the bar off a Calafiori mistake. Then he made 2 more errors where he ended up making a foul. He ended up having to foul the player to avoid something. Got a yellow card from one of them. It's those 3 errors mainly, but generally speaking, he didn't play well today at all. But those 3 errors make his performance worse. And he definitely deserved that yellow. But he's had plenty of good games. He's had plenty of brilliant games. He's definitely better going forward than at the back, but I'm sure that's not going to be a consistent thing. It's just that he does have an error in him, and that's a bit worrying sometimes, especially when he loses the ball. It looks a bit hopeless sometimes. But yeah, that's just one game. There's a few errors in one game. We've won 3-0. Hopefully that's not too much of an issue, because obviously we've got a Champions League game in midweek, then we've got Man City home next week. I'm working that day, so I never even applied for the ballot, but hopefully we can win that game. That'll be a real test, because obviously we played Man United away. We've won against Man United away, but we didn't play that well. Against Liverpool, we didn't play well at all. We lost 1-0 to a great free kick. City's another big game. Also, we had some big games at the start of the season. I think we got Newcastle soon as well, I believe. Is it Newcastle? I think it's Newcastle. We got another big game as well coming up. I think Man City will really show where we are. Even though they've already lost 2 games, it's going to show where our players are, where Gyökeres is, where we are as a team. I think that will be telling, because we've had 2 tough away games so far. We won one of them, lost one by a goal. I think we need to play more big games to see where we really are. Newcastle, any game against Newcastle is tough. Even West Ham at home will be a test for us, based on the last few years. So I'm very interested to see where we are after we go through these tests, and hopefully by November, December we'll see what we can actually do, because we finished second last 3 seasons. We don't want to finish second again. We want to win the league this time. Liverpool have got a brilliant team. They're capable of retaining, but we've spent the money, we've signed the players. Now it's time to go and prove we can do it. So hopefully we can go and do that. Hopefully the Liverpool game was just a blip, and hopefully our big game performances improve, because even though the results were there, there's been quite a few games where we've not really played that well, and the rain has stopped. Maybe that's a sign of positive things for the future. Hopefully it's a season that turns out to be great, and obviously we've never won the Champions League. It would be nice to fix that. Got a semi-final last year, where we made so many errors. It was very frustrating. A lot of our fan base, especially online and fans on AFTV, I know they're very confident about a lot of things. I am one of the least confident Arsenal fans out there. I've never been confident about anything, so but I always hope, and after the last few years it feels good to believe again, because for a long time there was no believing in anything. There's a long way to go, but we have got a good squad. We finally got a striker that can score goals. That's obviously going to be very important. We've got a guy like Zubimendi, who's an incredible player in midfield. Mosquera in defence. Obviously Saliba's injured right now. Mosquera's come in and he's looked decent. He looked great. He looked good at Anfield. He looked good today. We've got a squad. We've got a squad. We've got a strong midfield. We've got a good defence that was already good in the first place. We've got a decent keeper. And we've finally got good attacking players that are not just Bukayo Saka. Martinelli's still not playing very well, so hopefully that improves. But we got other players now. We got Eze. Hopefully Odegaard is more consistent compared to last year. We got Gyökeres, obviously. If Havertz comes back, obviously he's out for a while, but when he comes back, hopefully he can play a key role. Hopefully we avoid injuries. Hopefully we avoid serious injuries. Hopefully it's not an occurrence where we lose Saka again, we lose Saliba again. Hopefully that's not the case this season. Hopefully we can avoid that, because last season was pretty bad in that state, in that sense. If we can keep our squad fit, then I have all the hope in the world. So yeah, I'm going to head home now. Might head cinema later. So there might be another vlog tomorrow. I do want to get some of the kits, but I'm planning on travelling in October. I'm going somewhere in October, and then I'm going somewhere else in Africa after I come back. So I'm going on holiday somewhere, then I come back for like a day, then I'm traveling somewhere in Africa. So I'm saving my money up for those trips for now. In November, I'm buying the away kit. That away kit is so damn good. The brown and white, oh my days, it is bloody beautiful. The blue third kit, yeah, I'm getting that. I want to get the home kit as well. I don't get a home kit that often, to be honest, because obviously it doesn't change that much. But this year's design is quite nice, I think. And also that there's one of the training kits, the burgundy one. I can go in the shop and check, to be fair. How nice, it's all cleared up. Probably because I've been talking here for a while. What's going on there? That's interesting. The home kits. I like the design on it. So nice. That's the third kit. Looks good. Looks brilliant. But the away kit is the best one. Look at that. Can't get close enough. But it's so good. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that one. There's an exit by the entrance. It's usually a one-way system, but it's so packed in there. I'm just like, yeah, I'm getting out. That's a long damn queue. As I was saying though, November, I'm copping all of those. Maybe not every single shirt I showed, but the 3 jerseys are copped. All right, and one of the brown shirts. Well, one of the, yeah, that's what I'm doing. At least 4. At least 4. There's players leaving. Who drives a red Range Rover? Can't really see inside the windows, can you? There. Coming out there. I think there's just random people right now. Got told off. Apparently you're not meant to stand on the steps next to where they exit. That makes sense. Actually, logistically, that makes sense. But I thought, you know what, I'm off. I've only stood there once. I've been to over 200 Arsenal games. Most of those home games. There's about maybe 9 Wembley games, maybe about the same away games. But mostly home games. I think it's at least 200 here. I've only been there once to wait for the players. And I saw Ozil in his car and a couple other players. And then we walked down the road because the players normally stop at the traffic lights by the Nottingham pub. And I went down there for a bit. Saw some players. Can't remember which season, but it was against Everton. Last home game of the season, and Ozil was in his G-Wagon, and I got it on camera. There is a vlog on that, not on this channel, on Davidoff Productions. I think Ozil's in the title actually, so it's a while ago now. But yeah, that's all for the vlog today. Hopefully I can go to plenty more games this season, but it's looking like I'll be able to go to more second half rather than first half of the season. But hopefully that can change. I can obviously request swapping dates and stuff, but because I'm traveling so much in October, it's going to be a bit more tough to plan. But I really hope, my next game is at least that West Ham game. Because I looked at the women's games as well, and every women's game so far, home game, I can't go to because I'm working that day. What are the chances of that? Because when I can't go to games, sometimes there'll be a bunch of women's games to go to because I'll have days off for those. But no, not that either. And it's just for flip's sake, man. Because I can swap days, but I can't swap weekends. I can only swap midweeks. So possibly I can go to Champions League games, but it's just a whole lot of frustration, But yeah, it is what it is. That's life, I guess. For the last, hello Austin, how you doing? For the last 2 years, my waiting list position for a season ticket has not gone up. It's not changed at all, which means obviously everyone's renewing. It is what it is, I guess. I've been on the waiting list since, I believe, 2015. I believe. been on the waiting list a long time. I'm still like 19,000 for something like that. I'm ridiculously far away. I was like 80,000 when I first joined the list. I think the list is a lot longer now than it was before. So I've gone up 60k places, but you have to consider like 20,000. You need season ticket holders to drop out first of all, and then you need the people on the waiting list actually like you got to go through the waiting list. So I could be on it at least another 5 years. So until then, I'll be very on and off with Arsenal games because I can't go to them. It is what it is, you know. I wish I could at least go to away games, but I can't go to that either because you need to be a season ticket holder because then you get parity and then they'll sell all the tickets out. So unless it's a cup away game, I got no chance of that either, but it is what it is. But that is all from me today. That is it for the vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a good time today and I shall be heading back now. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye for now to the beautiful Emirates Stadium. Goodbye.